Hi there, and a very good morning to all of you from Sports Day. Let's begin, as always, by bringing you up to speed with what's happening in the world of sport. Starting with some news from the cricketing world, and this one's rather interesting because there's a lot of anticipation as to when the BCCI is likely to announce the new head coach of the senior team. Remember, VVS Lakshman is the man in charge of the India tour of Zimbabwe, and it was in the first week, as we had earlier reported as well, that an official announcement on the next head coach will be made by the BCCI. While we do believe that's exactly how it's going to be, there is a strong there's an incident coming in from Kolkata which has strong indications that Gautam Gambhir indeed will be the next head coach of the Indian team. And why I say that is because, as per reports, he was involved in a farewell shoot not too long back, and that more or less confirms that he will be part of the Indian setup sooner rather than later. This farewell shoot taking place in Kolkata. It was with the Kolkata Knight Riders that he did this farewell shoot. We'll have to keep a close eye on the KKR handle in the days to come, and in case there's a video that comes out, that more or less will then be confirming that Gautam Gambhir will be the next head coach of the Indian team, and it'll be interesting if he indeed is the next man, because you do get that feeling that he's a man on a mission. He's already laid out a few. Ideas that he doesn't want to change his mind on, and he's made it clear to the BCCI as to what his vision is, who the players he looks at, all those things we've reported on Sports Today in the past. So keep an eye out on the KKR handle. A secret shoot, as per reports, happened not too long back, and that more or less then gives us a confirmation that he will then be the next coach of the Indian team. Moving forward, now we saw the first T20 international, beg your pardon, between India and Zimbabwe. It didn't go as per plan for the Indian team, and as a result, two debutants in Abhishek Sharma and Ryan Parag got a roasting on social media. Both of them being trolled for not performing on their debut, for being a little careless, and they're getting some heat now on social media for not performing to the level that they were expected to perform. However, I expect no change, if you were to ask me, from this Indian team going forward in the second match, which happens to be right today at the very same venue. Don't see a change in neither in the Indian team nor in the Zimbabwe team. It's a winning combination that Zimbabwe found, and I don't see a reason why they would want to change things up. As far as Shubman Gill is concerned, his version of or his view of the defeat was that the batters looked a bit rusty, and I tend to agree with what Shubman said. However, not much time for them to brush aside the rustiness and get into form and get back into winning ways. As far as the series is concerned, India 1-0 down, but still 4 matches to go, as you would know. Shifting focus now to the Euros. England are into the semis. The match between England and Switzerland went down to the penalty shootout. It was 1-1. A good effort from Bukayo Saka in regulation time that leveled the scores between the two sides, and then the match went into the penalty shootout, where there was some redemption for him as well, as he was one of those who played a role in England getting that crucial win, and they're now, as a result, in the semi-finals, where they will, by the way, be facing an upbeat Netherlands, who also came from behind in their quarter-final match, and it will make for a very interesting semi-final encounter as well. Let's shift the focus now to the other semi-final that I'm here to talk about, and that is in the Copa America. Things shaping up very nicely over there as well. It's Argentina versus Canada. That is something we know. But the big match between Uruguay and Brazil, and quite surprisingly, it's the Brazilian team that are now out of the tournament, as they lost 2-4 in the penalty shootout. And that means that Uruguay are now going to be facing Colombia, a team again in form, and James Rodriguez really lighting things up and reminding us all of his heroics 10 years back. So it will be interesting to see how that particular semi-final turns out. Brazil are no longer there in the Copa America 2024. And lastly, leaving you with this update from the Wimbledon, Andy Murray's Wimbledon career seems to be over. He was slated to play in the mixed doubles event. However, he will not be making an appearance, as his partners now pulled out of the tournament, and he's already made it clear that Paris will perhaps be his last appearance as far as competitive tennis is concerned. So all in all, you could possibly say that Andy Murray will not be there in the next edition of Wimbledon. He's been struggling with injury, as we all know, from a back injury for a while now. And Paris will perhaps be the last time you'll be seeing him in competitive tennis. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here on the morning wrap. As always, tap that bell so that you know when we go live. And subscribe to Sports Day in case you like what we do over here. Thank you so much.